I'm going to use the titles tool. Go up to titles, and usually sometimes you want to put a title in the beginning of it, or you want to put some text over with something. So if you click on these, you get a preview of what they do. Some of these are animated and you cannot change the animation. iMovie's not that sophisticated, so maybe I like this one. There's some really cute ones like the Star Wars one, the Boogie Lights one that's very disco, or the sparkly one. Sometimes these are too cutesy for an academic project, so I keep it simple. So I do like the reveal. This one's also very cool. I like this one, but this one, I don't know, reveal is one of my favorites. So I'm going to click and drag, click, hold, and drag, and notice I can move it in front of footage, or I can put it on top of footage. So this is on top of the footage, so whatever I type, it's going to be on top of my footage. But if I move it before, it's going to be a black background, unless I had a picture or something that I would put it on. But I want this on top of my footage. By default, it drops it down for 4 seconds. So I'm going to go over here and click, and here I can change the font, I can change the size, I can change left, right, center, justification, make it bold, italicized, and this O is for an outline. And here, you can actually change the color of the text. Now, the reason why the outline feature is there is because sometimes it's hard to read text on a similar colored background. So if I were to click on the text and take off the outline, sometimes it's not as distinct as it could be. But when I add the outline, you can read it better. It sort of pops off the screen. And I'm going to type this, let's see, media center hallway. And I could change the size if I didn't like that, but I think it's fine. Click off of that. But you want to leave it on the screen for as long as you can read it twice. That's really important. That's because people that read it, read slow and fast, will read it. If you read fast, you're going to read it really quick and then go back and sort of pick at the words. If you read it slow, you want people to accommodate people like that do that. So media center hallway, media center hallway. So as long as you can read it in normal speed, media center hallway, media center hallway. So 4 seconds, 3 to 4 seconds sounds good. So I'm going to leave it at 4. Now, what if I was interviewing someone, or maybe I wanted to point out something and put like a subtitle there? We can use the lower third, and the one I usually use is where's the simple one? There's a reveal lower third, expand lower third, standard lower third. This is the one that you keep it simple. And this is nice when you have someone's name and maybe their title. Click and drag down. Maybe I want to put it here. And let's put collection space. You don't have to put anything on the second line. You can just hit delete. Now, the one thing you can't do is with your text, notice maybe I want to move it up and down. It's not letting me do that. You just can't do that. So maybe if I wanted it a little bit lower, I could cut it and put it down lower that way. And it kind of pops. It's going to do its own thing. Maybe I wanted to change the color. The color picker comes up, but I'll just leave it like that, but I will put a stroke around it to keep it consistent. In there. And maybe 4 seconds is too long for this, so I can shorten it. Maybe to 2.5. So now when I play, let's see what it looks like. Even 2.5 seconds seems a little long for me. Let's look at the first one. The fade in is very nice. It wasn't on the screen too long. It was just enough time. So be aware of that. If it disappears too quickly, that's not good. If it stays there too long, it's kind of annoying. So just keep that in mind. But that's pretty much titling. There's not much more to it.